Thank you. I'm having audio problems. Can you hear me?
We can hear you just fine, so you keep speaking.
Okay. Well, thank you for having me today. I'm here in two capacities. One is the founder and chairman of Lightbridge Academy, which currently has 62 operating centers, serving about 10,000 children, employing over 2,000 people. I'm also here as the president of the Early Childhood Education Advocates, which represents pre-COVID, represented 4,164 licensed child care providers in New Jersey. That number's down now. It's probably down to about 3,100 since COVID started. This is a bad bill, and you all know that, but Senator Romney pointed out Bright Horizons, which is a leader in the industry. Their stock is down 27% in the last month. KinderCare, which has got 2,300 centers, they just pulled their IPO 2 weeks ago. So I'm looking at what we're intending to do, or what we were intending to do, which was triple the size of our company in the next 5 years, and wondering if that's really a good investment. Because under this bill, some of the people mentioned this, we're capped on what we can do to what each state is going to designate as a cost of care. Unfortunately, that cost of care doesn't include facility costs, which for us represent 20 to 25% of our gross income. So profits aside, I mean, everybody needs to make a profit to stay in business, but if you can't recover 20 to 25% of your costs, how could you stay in business? It doesn't make any sense at all. To the points that were made earlier, if the copays were, the copay cap was lifted, we could probably do this. Without it, I can't see how we could possibly participate. So what will happen is parents will have a voucher that they just won't be able to cash. And my guess is they're going to be pretty upset about that. So while they'll be limited to 7% of their income on childcare, I can't see how we can accept those vouchers because we can't operate at a loss. So basically I don't want to repeat what everybody else has said. I just have some, basic questions that I just would like to pose, which are, there are childcare deserts all over the country, and specifically in New Jersey, in the more rural sections of New Jersey, southern Jersey, that the politicians have been complaining there's no childcare down there. There needs to be put in place incentives to allow childcare providers to earn a profit, to go into those markets to solve those childcare deserts. I believe that's possible. I don't believe that's possible through this bill. And then how can private providers who represent the vast majority of childcare providers in the country, how can they serve the childcare needs of the country if they can't operate profitably? And the last is, and this is really, I don't know that anybody's really brought this up, but I would like to be able to, and I do help my employees, and in many ways, we give them the benefits that they get in other businesses, but we also like to give them free childcare. Well, under current IRS rules, they'd have to declare 75% of the value of that as taxable. We all know that their income is not that high. So I would love to give them and do give them free childcare, but I think on the other end, if the IRS could forgive them having to pay tax on the 75% of the value of the free service that I'm giving them, I think that would go a long way in helping them to overcome some of the challenges that they have. That's all I have.
God, thank you very much. Sandra, the floor is yours.